Now let's say you've got an older adult who's not so fit,
Yeah.
wants to get into this kind of stuff. Any suggestions for that individual? Let's say they're in their 40s.
So this is definitely, it would take a different turn, right? Because now we're looking at it as the risk goes up, right? I think that's the main difference is, I have kids and a job that relies on me, my body doing things. So if I, tear a rotator cuff muscle at wrestling practice, you know, I don't get a bonus and kids don't get a nice Christmas, So
Right.
now, so that's a different beast. So then we need to be able to train technique in a way to develop it where it's good, and then we need to be able to apply it in live situations and mitigate risk. So I would not, I don't think I would change everything as a whole, but I think I would pay attention to whom I'm going with.
Yeah.
There's certain individuals, and everyone's different, no one's doing it on
Yeah.
purpose, but there's certain individuals that you're going to get injured against a higher percentage, and there's certain individuals you're not. Usually the better ones are the ones you're not going to get hurt against.
Right. They know when to stop.
And they know how to move through situations properly, and they understand
Yeah.
the mechanics of those. So, doing something where you're able to feel these real world scenarios, be able to increase proficiency of technique and ability, but then not have this high risk of, oh my gosh, this 20-year-old just ripped my elbow off, right?
Right.
So, I would think this individual, 40 some year old, 50, 60, you would avoid going with the people that are actively competing, right? Because they're there
Right.
for a different reason. They need
Right.
they need to go compete, they need to go win, they need to go take throats, take arms. You would want to find, I would say small group or almost one-on-one would be the best scenario, because you're also running into a time issue where in an open class, the teacher's teaching to the 50-60% of the room, the common denominator. But in a one-on-one or in a one-on-three small group, you would then kind of find, hey, I need help with this, this, and this. And I kind of know this, but I don't really know this. Let's work through these situations. Then if your coach is pretty good, and I think you could do it for all disciplines. I think it could be any of them, because you could do mitt work, right? You could do very light touch sparring. You could do rolling in jujitsu or wrestling, where we really take a lot of the risk out of it. And then you would also want to think about, recovery time is probably a little bit tougher, and you would not probably insanely, but more so. And maybe not even that workout being hard to recover from, but you have other things in your life to worry about. So maybe
Right.
it's a once or twice a week practice
Right.
versus a 6 days, a week as a 20-year-old. I
Right.
think that's the way I would look at it. Try to reduce the risk by getting more one on one coaching. Whomever it may be is probably okay. Someone well versed in most things would be good. And with that, you're also going to increase your gains, right? Because the one-on-one
Right.
coaching, you're going to get better more quickly, and you don't have the time availability. I think that's how I go about it. I would seek out very high level individuals to learn from to reduce risk and increase ability more quickly.